to the Princess K podcast show. Your host, Princess Kingsman. So, on this segment, I'm going to be talking about the patterns of evil. Okay, like I said before, um, everything has a pattern. Everything and everyone has a pattern. The judges, the governments, the system, everything in this universe has a pattern. So evil as well has a pattern. Okay, I think I spoke about demons before. Demons are not what we think they are. I think demons are just being portrayed as like evil, but they are not, because demons used to be angels. So demons are not things that you should fear. I think what you should fear is evil, because evil can take any form, and that's where the pattern comes from. Okay, because everything has a pattern, and evil cannot create, evil cannot use new tactics, new tricks, same old tricks but different way of applying it. So everything has a pattern. Okay, evil entities, they tend to attach to souls that are empty, souls that are lost, souls that are just in darkness. They never want to be in the light. So they just attach themselves to people who are easily evil, have evil thinking, evil mentality, evil mindsets, just things that are off, people that are disconnected from themselves, people that are disconnected from their intuition, people that are disconnected from their higher self. It is easy for these entities to attach itself to you. Okay, entities are never alone, like I said. Okay, they come in multiples. Many, like they are usually like more than one entities that are attached to one body. Okay, some people have heard that they have like 10 entities attached to just one person, and that's what we call a host. When a human body or a spirit is hosting a lot of legions of entities. Okay, and I think that's what Yeshua practiced in his uh in his ministry, when he was performing the magic, when those demons in the host of a man, asked Yeshua that if they could be directed into the pigs, because there are legions, there is a lot. So yeah, they are called entities, negative attachments, evil entities who just want to cause chaos, they want to cause hardship, they want to cause misfortune, dread, destruction, just anything negative and evil you can think of. This is what they like to do. And they usually torture. Okay, these are their tricks. Okay, they torture. They can torture you in your head. Okay, they can get you in your head. They can torture you. They can torture your emotions. They can use things, your fears, to torture you. They can taunt you. All of this is both in your waking life and while you're sleeping, maybe anywhere in the astral realm. They can cause nightmares. Okay, they will taunt you, they will torture you, they will humiliate you. Wherever you feel shame as well in your life that you've not confronted, they will use that, okay, to prey on you. And they would use blame, gaslighting, temptations. They would lure, you know. I think people should understand like the meaning of lure. Luring is when someone is like luring you. I think you just have to be, I think all of this like just bogs down to awareness. You just need to be aware, because there is a lot of tactics that evil use. Like I said, it cannot create new tricks. It only uses the same old tricks but different ways of approaching it. Okay. It's the evil is the master of illusion. Evil is the master of deception. Okay. And evil is the master of manipulation, delusions. When you're having delusions, this is part of what I was saying before about they will trap you in your head. These demons, these evil entities, they can trap you in your head. And basically, they can use human beings to to fulfill their mission. Okay, like for example, my whole life I have lived among families, friends, people who have entity attachments. And I didn't know for a long time, for years, decades, until, like I said, 6, 7 years ago. So I grew up in the middle, so I know the tricks, the tactics, it just doesn't get old. It's just the same old bullshit. Okay. And obviously, if you're not able to process your feelings as well, if you're not in touch with your feelings, you're not in tune with yourself, like I said, disconnected, this is the things that the evil entities can use to their advantage. Okay. Evil can disguise as anything or anyone: animal, snake, python, human beings. Evil can disguise as anything. I need you guys to kind of like just be aware of that. Evil can disguise as anything, and that's where your intuition comes in. You need to follow it to the T. To the T. Because evil is the master of deception and illusion and manipulation and getting into your head. Okay, they are masters of this, and people who have this spirits, this characteristics, they already have an entity attachment. You just don't know it, you can't see it. Okay, so yeah, and these entities as well, they body jump. Okay, they remove themselves, they can remove themselves from one host, which is one human body, to another. They jump in order to be able to do the evil that they want to do. They use people just to come for, people that are a threat to them, like me. The people that have been around me, they have body jumped them to come for me. Okay, they are body jumpers. Evil people can be your manager. It can be somebody at the top, can be somebody beneath you, can be anybody. It can be rich, it can be poor, it can be middle class. Evil can disguise as anything. And this is where you need your intuition so much more. You really need it to be able to like differentiate, to know the difference. Okay. And lastly, okay, it can use, like I said, if your vessel is empty, your vessel is usually your body. Okay. If it's empty, it is easy for them to attach, and they're like, oh, juicy stuff. And yeah, evil preys on your fears and the things that you've not faced. So if you have a couple of things that you have not faced as a person, as a spirit, as a soul, if you're not developed, or if you're not an elevated soul, or if you're not a advanced soul, or a soul that has a warrior spirit, it would be easy to attach. It would just attach itself to you. It's invincible. You can't see it with your naked eye, but you can see it with your other eye. And this is where your intuition comes in. You need to know the difference. Evil is everywhere. It is everywhere. Literally everywhere. Evil can come as a child that is innocent and looks completely like unharming, disarming. Evil has many tricks, and I think you can also do your research as well, like I said, to educate yourself with it and be aware. All of this is just awareness. You need to be aware, because you see, just like death is around us every day, because death is around us every day, each of us have each protection from our own spirit line and bloodlines and ancestral stuff like that. But there is evil everywhere, just as there's death everywhere. There's evil everywhere. Literally anybody can have an attachment. An attachment is basically these entities. They can shape shift. Like I said, they can move from body to body, and you would not know. They can do it in your sleep. They can Yeah. So you just need to be aware and you need to protect yourself. That's where casting spells and praying comes in. That's how you protect yourself from things like that, because they are everywhere. It's practically airborne. Okay, it's airborne. If you could smell it in the air, you can taste it. Sometimes I would step out outside of my house and I could feel evil. I can feel it. I can sense it. It's everywhere. And it's just using anyone and everyone that's empty, that's um, that can be able, that it can attach itself to. Okay, so protect yourself. Always protect your energy, and I think you can also research that online as well to further educate yourself more on the matter. So thank you so very much for listening. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell to notify you every time I post. So yeah, thank you and have a wonderful day. And sorry, I mean a wonderful night. And sleep tight. Love you always. Goodbye. Mwah.